Hey guys, Oro here, and today I'm going to show you the best relics for every character in Elden Ring Nightreign. Now before we start, just know that you can get every single one of these relics by just playing the game. They are 100% guaranteed. They are not RNG based, the ones I'm showing you. So that means you'll be able to make all of these builds yourself as long as you go through the game, complete the remembrances, etc, etc. So without further ado, let's dive right in. First off, we're going to start with Wylder, Spirit Shelter Grail. This first relic is the most broken relic in the entire game, without a doubt. It is S tier, God tier, super overpowered. Reason for this is that partial HP restoration upon post-damage attacks is just really dumb. What it does is every time you get hit, there's a bar. And if you hit an enemy within, I don't know, 5-second time span, you'll get your HP back, depending on the damage you do. So this obviously saves you healing. But more than that, sometimes you just don't take any damage because you just get hit, keep on swinging, and you're back to full. Basically makes you immune to damage a lot of the time on melee characters, which is really strong. Plus, on top of it, it has +2 vigor and +2 poise, both stats that melee characters want. This is probably the best relic in the entire game. Very dumb. So everybody's playing Elden Ring while you're playing Bloodborne. This is the Bloodborne relic. Knight of the Beast is number 2 for Wylder here. This relic is equally dumb because stamina recovers with each successful attack. +1 is insanely powerful on melee users and bow users, which we'll get to later. But stamina recovers with each successful attack, can roll on other things with RNG. However, it is unique +1 on Knight of the Beast, which is obviously from defeating the first Night Lord. As one of the first relics you get, being one of the best relics you get is a little crazy. On top of that, your starting armament deals fire damage. A lot of the Night Lords are weak to fire, so that's a huge bonus. You'll be able to upgrade your starting weapon to kill the Night Lord if you really want. And it is just extra damage. It's very strong. And of course, last but not least, the old Pocket Watch. You will also have this if you feed the first Night Lord. Will give you FP restoration upon attacks. It's one of the only sources of FP regen while in combat. Really the only way to get FP back in this game is to interact with the Grace. There's a few other methods, like, you know, touching one of the grass, but this is the best way to do it for melee characters or characters that don't have access to any FP regen. If you're getting like Rivers of Blood, successive attacks means quick attacks. That means it's going to regen itself. You're going to be able to just spam it over and over. It just gives a huge burst of FP when it procs, and it allows you to spam those extremely powerful weapon arts with just a couple of attacks to keep them up in the middle of like bosses and stuff. This is super strong, and all of these 3 combined, you're going to see quite a bit, so get used to it. Anyways, that's it for Wylder. Now we got the Guardian, and for Guardian we use the Guardian's Goblet, and this build is a little different because Guardian has a bit of a different role. So in my opinion, the best one to use is this Polished Drizzly Scene with draw enemy attention while guarding. This is super strong in a group because anytime you're guarding, everyone is going to focus you. They're going to attack you. Your teammates are going to be able to just focus on damage, and you'll be able to do what you do best, tank. +3 vigor, also amazing on this. So this is just a really good relic, especially for Guardian. And when combined with this, reflect a portion of damage received when the ability is activated. So what this does is when you use your passive ability on Guardian, which is holding, block, and then dodging, you'll go into a stance where you super block and your stamina starts draining. But when you get attacked in this stance now with this relic, it'll automatically do a little boop, like a reflect back at the enemy, depending on the damage received. So these two combined, everybody's going to attack your guard, and you're going to go into super guard and start reflecting damage back. It makes for an incredibly powerful combo. Plus vigor, plus endurance. Just, it's everything Guardian needs. He is a true tank with this build. And what a surprise, you're getting the Bloodborne Relic. This is going to just be the dumbest relic ever. It's got vigor, it's got poise, and of course it's got the stupid HP restoration on attack. So, yeah. Anyways, that's Guardian. Next up is Ironeye, and Ironeye uses Ironeye's Urn, the basic default one. However, we are using the Edge of Order from Ironeye's Remembrance. This increases our thrusting attacks after using our art, improves our bow attack power, which is what we're mainly using it for, and it gives us holy damage on our bow. Again, mainly for the bow attack power. This is one of the only solid sources of bow damage up, and it is very substantial, so you want to be using Edge of Order. For the second, we do Knight of the Beast, which again works on bows, and it's extremely powerful because you can just pew, 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 pew from a distance, not have to worry about stamina. And when you do get attacked, you'll be able to roll, dodge. Extremely, extremely good for keeping that DPS up and staying safe. And what a shock. It's partial HP restoration upon post-damage attacks. Who would have thought? It's the Bloodborne rune, relic, I should say. Now, this one does not work on the bow shots. You actually have to hit with the melee to get your damage, your health back. But you can use the bow with one hand, which means you can put it in your offhand, pew, pew, pew just fine. And then if you do get hit, have something quick to get your health back. Is definitely ideal. But mainly this is just really good for just getting a little bit of vigor. It's just really good. It's so dumb. Even on Ironeye, it is really, really powerful. On to Duchess. Duchess uses the Spirit Shelter Grail. Now, this is going to look familiar. What a shock. It is the Bloodborne rune, Knight of the Beast, and the old pocket watch. All you guys know what this does. You guys know why we use it. I went over it in Wylder. It is just, it's the perfect melee combo. You're going to be seeing this a lot. It is completely broken. Green, 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 baby. For Raider, we got something a little different. We're using Knight of the Fathom, which increases his max HP even further. Raider's already one of the strongest characters in the game in terms of health values. This increases his health by the utmost. This is even stronger than a +3 vigor relic. This increased maximum HP, unique to Knight of the Fathom. Also, your flask will heal allies, and on Raider you have a ton of health, so ideally you're not going to be chugging all that often, so you'll actually be able to use your heals to heal your friends. So you're also sort of like supporty tank. It's just really good for him. Same thing with items. Any usable items you'll get, drop them for Raider, and he'll be able to, with this relic, spread it to your team. So it's super efficient. Everybody gets the items, not just you. Very, very strong. What a shock. It's the Bloodborne and Knight of the Beast. But Knight of the Beast is especially strong on Raider because a lot of Raiders like using jump attacks and dual wielding. If you use dual wield jump attacks, it hits twice, which means you actually get the benefit from this 2 times in one attack. One jumping L1 will boop, boop, proc it twice, and your stamina is going to go back, and you're going to be able to spam those 2-handed jump attacks like crazy. This is honestly one of the most broken things in the game. Raider especially, because he relies on those jumping attacks that use so much stamina, but not anymore, not with Knight of the Beast. So yeah, really, 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 really strong on Raider. Anyways, on to Revenant. Revenant, oh, almost forgot about the Raider Chalice. Sorry, Raider's Urn, the default one. Revenant is using the Revenant Chalice. This is from her Remembrance. And another thing from her Remembrance is the small makeup brush. What this does is powers you up while fighting alongside your family, which is your, your summons. These should be up 100% of the time. So this is 100% damage uptime for basically free. There's no reason not to use this. It is best in slot. And not only that, what makes it the really, really best in slot is increased rune acquisition for self and allies. This is one of the strongest effects in the entire game, and it just comes free on this. Obviously, getting that rune acquisition early on is super important, and this will make it so getting level 15 on your runs is just a little bit easier. So it's super strong. Old Pocket Watch on Revenant. So this is a change that I really, really like. Basically, Recluse is the other caster, and she can get her FP back by using her ability. Revenant doesn't have any FP regen on any of her abilities. So the best way to get FP back is, again, Old Pocket Watch. You have to go into melee range and hit stuff, but once you do, you get FP back and you can back off and then pew, pew, pew. And you also have minions to distract, so you can easily circle behind an enemy and hit him in the back to stay a little safer, to still get some FP to cast your incants. So this is really, really nice. This is a good way for Revenant to actually regen FP. In my opinion, I really, really like it on her. And of course, Knight of the Fathom. We talked about this one before, but is especially strong on Revenant. Number one, for the increased max HP, it's really nice because Revenant is very, very squish. That helps pad her stats just a little to make her not so squish. But more than that, flasks also heal allies. This extends to your summons, if you can believe it or not. So when you chug, you'll heal not only your friends that are playing with you, but your summons as well. So this is like triple efficiency. It's disgusting. It's so good. I would never not use this on Revenant because the skeleton like goes up to full with one chug. It's insane. So you're only healing you, but you're healing your friends and your summons. It is best in slot, 100%. And of course, items confer effects. You'll be spreading your items to your friends and your summons too. So it just works. It's just Revenant's best item. It's insane. And last but not least, we have Recluse with the Recluse's Chalice. This is her Remembrance Chalice again, and we are using Knight of the Wise for its increased maximum FP, which increases our FP by a substantial amount. It is incredibly good on Recluse, and basically just gives you more FP to spam away your spells. Very nice. And of course, Bone-like Stone, another remembrance relic that you can get from doing her remembrance. Suffer blood loss and increase attack power upon art activation. So basically, you instant bleed yourself with your ult, but you get more damage. And if you guys have played a lot, you've probably seen the boon increase attack power upon blood loss. This allows you to trigger that on yourself at will. Obviously, you need your ultimate, but that's insanely powerful. Being stacked already with the attack buff that it gives you makes her just insane damage dealer. You want this. You definitely want this. And not only that, but on this one specifically, it raises your max HP as well. So it almost negates the blood loss that you get, which is really cool. And nice int +3, just a tiny little bonus there to boost this up a little more. It's insane. This is also really dumb. If you guys know anything about Terra Magica, basically anytime you use her basic ability that is incredibly spammable, you drop Terra Magica on the ground, which gives you a massive bonus to magic damage. Plus magic attack power up +2 gives you even more magic damage. So this combined is just really a no-brainer. Terra Magica everywhere for free and more magic damage. Why not? Last but not least, the Executor, using the Spirit Shelter Grail. Green. And yeah, to no one's surprise, it is the exact same 3 triple god build. This is just such a good build. It's good on every single character. God, you could even put this on everybody and it would still be good. Even on the squishy mages, it would still be good. Again, using the Bloodborne Relic, Knight of the Beast for the stamina, and Old Pocket Watch. It just, all of these combined, make for an extremely solid relic build. Anyways, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this helped. I hope my hours and hours of theory crafting and testing have helped. These are pretty much best in slot for every single character. There's maybe some exceptions, but honestly, these are all just insanely. You're probably going to be set for the whole game. You're probably not going to get better relics than those. And I hope you enjoy the builds. But again, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more Elden Ring Nightreign coming soon, and I'll see you next time. Peace.